Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. Took me nearly 3 minutes to scroll back to where I last finished doing comments, so I'm going to go for as long as I can go and then have to do another one after that at another time, but there's millions. Anyway, Melanie, $5 to anyone that can tell me what the difference is between this and her regular everyday makeup. Yeah, your $5 is safe, Melanie. You win, no difference, says Alt McKinney. Why didn't she do a 90s smoky eye like the photo slap dab in the middle of her shirt? There's no difference. Exactly, and she even pointed to that one. I have one. She wore it for the whole 6 hours. It's mad, isn't it? I wore it all day. Bonnie. Slender just did a video the other day. Someone sent her a boatload of food from Aldi, and I'm not talking about ramen noodles either. Yeah, that was probably Wheel, her friend. The man needs an intervention, but like he said on Laura's live, he can give his money to whoever he wants to, and there's not much we can say about it, is there really? So, Deb, right, Bonnie, that was Glenda Merle's sulky Slender's sub Will Souls, who feels sorry for her. He has been warned but doesn't seem to mind that grocery haul had to have cost close to $300. Wow. By the way, Slender is the wonderful hard-working woman who has given tons of time and money warning people about Glenda's e-begging scams and criminal past. Like I said, there's Laura has a website, slendergully.com, and she has a YouTube channel, and she does lives. I'm not sure if it's every 2 weeks or every month, and I've missed the last two, and I've got one that I need to watch. But I'm trying to catch up with stuff here, and once I've done that, I'll go and do that. But if there's anything you need to know about Merle, pop along and talk to Laura and Tay-Tay and Chuck and everybody and Deb over there. Anyone that's here commenting on Glenda's videos are over on Laura's channel. That's where they came from, because she very kindly gave me a shout out. So if you need to know anything else, pop along and sub to Laura's channel. Bonnie, I'm sure this Will is a very nice person. Probably one of these days he'll figure it out, I hope. Lol. I wish I could have the wonderful characteristics like Slender. Her day will come. But that's the thing, right? He was on a live, and everyone was saying to him, she's conning you, she's this, she's that, the other, blah, blah. And he said, I don't think she is conning me. I consider her a friend. She's never asked me for anything. I just give what I want to give. And what can you say? You can't say anything. It's like if someone was doing the same for Lardy, we could tell them that she's a liar and she's this and she's that. But if they don't believe it, or they don't want to hear it, there's not much you can do, is there really? Bonnie, Twyla, would love to see you make videos. I can go you a couple of names that I know you would be welcomed by. This is so sad. Please don't let these butts get to you. We are here for you. Exactly, Twyla. If you want to restart your channel, give us a shout. We'll be there. Noisy. Brian de Diamond. She never had deep-set little eyes before. Only after she has filled her cheeks to massive proportions, which made her eyes beady and small. She did it to herself, and they're only going to get smaller as she adds more filler. I just wish she'd shut up complaining about it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you've said it, we heard you, shut up. And maybe you should have left them alone in the first place. Then you wouldn't be complaining about this, that and the other. Deb, absolutely not on the guest bathroom stock. I leave the essentials in case they were forgotten, plus a few mid-range niceties. But unbelievably, I had one couple clean me out of everything but the toilet paper. Bloody hell. Little did they know that haul became their Christmas gift that year, lol. They'd have got fuck all from me afterwards. Nope, but tick, you're off the list. I'd just love to have a guest bathroom. I'd gladly stock it if I had one. That'd be fun. Bonnie, Retin-A is very expensive. The YouTuber was just given a link to where you could buy it cheaper. She did not make any money from the link. I thought it was so sad. This lady had been doing videos for a long time and was very knowledgeable. But I'm the bully. I wish people could see the truth. I really do. Sarah, I love my face better without makeup. I mean, it's not that I like mine better without, but I'm happy with my face. Do you know what I mean? It's me. And when I used to go out, I used to love, you know, putting on some slap and having a glass of wine with the girls while we were getting ready and doing the whole thing. And then when I was here with Jed, like, he'd look after the kids while I got ready and we'd get a babysitter. God, I think that was when Travis was about 4. And that was probably the last time we went out. It's about 24 years ago was the last time I had a night out. Wow. Anywho, I love the whole thing, but I don't feel the need to cover myself in it. I'd love to see her go out of the house with nothing on. She says she does, but I don't believe her. Deb, the straw has become a necessity in the US. Many people pay a lot for teeth whiteners or whitening procedures, so they don't want coffee, wine or soda interfering with their expensive smile. Yeah, I've forgotten about that. That's why you lot do you. Yeah, we've got shit teeth, so we don't care. Soon they'll wonder where all those mouth wrinkles come from and waste more money on injections. I want to try that thing though. If I can find that straw, I'll take one for the team and order one and see what the difference is. But surely, I don't know, you'd still get lines somewhere, wouldn't you? Moon Fairy, I really agree that many of her bags are fake. It's an inside thing, by referral only. You go to a store that sells other things, example, custom jewellery, then you mention the referral's name and then they take you to another room where the belts, handbags and wallets and other items, including shoes for both men and women are. They are expensive fakes, undistinguishable. Lots of moneyed men and women carry those fakes. The same goes for diamond rings. Hugs, Jules. Hugs back. That's the thing, see? It's like, why would you buy a $10,000 bag or a $20,000 bag and be afraid to carry it anywhere? It's like even people that go on cruises, they take costume jewellery. That's the one time you get to dress up, and if you get to eat at the captain's table and all that malarkey, and you haven't got your real diamonds with you because you've left them in a safe deposit box and you've got your QVC diamond eat ring on instead. Sod that. I just wouldn't bother. I'd buy a cheap fake and I'd never bother buying a real one. I don't get the whole luxury designer thing. I mean, I'm not saying if you can afford to get it and it's your thing, I'm not having a go at anybody that wants to buy luxury, away with you, but it's like 90% of the time you can't use it. And that's quite sad, really. By rights, we should be able to go out wearing whatever we want, whenever we want, without the fear of somebody fucking twatting us round the head with a baseball bat. Or burglaring your house, no. My head is fighting with the English and the American. You don't want to get burgled when you're out, is what I'm trying to say. Moon Fairy, let me add, I use Retin-A because of pre-malignancies on my face. This is doctor's orders, as I've had precancerous cells and had to have them excised. See, that's the thing. That's what it's for. When it's made for a thing and then people go, oh, this makes you young, and then everyone saps it up and people that need it can't get it, like Ozempic. It's supposed to be for people with diabetes, not for people wanting to lose weight. Looking at you, Sharon and Kelly fucking Osbourne. Do you know what I mean? They could have a personal chef, a personal gym thing, do it the right way. They've got more money than they know what to do with, and what do? Go and get the diabetes medicine. So what happens when there's not enough for the diabetics? I'm with Elizabeth, Moon Fairy. I hope all is going well with you now. Warm hugs. But it just annoys me when something's made for something specific and then other people jump on the bandwagon because it does something else, and then the original people that were supposed to use it can't get hold of it. Ooh, candle making. Now that I'd like to do. Stop watching the telly. Bonnie, what a wonderful story about being a nanny. I bet the children loved you. So sad they had to let you go. It was. I was devastated. Best 2 weeks ever. And the kids were great. The sister was really sad because she knew. But it's like, you know, the way I saw it was, I could have been on a 3-month probationary period and not passed it, and I would have been let go. So basically that's what that was. And she wanted to come back. I can see why. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be there looking after your 2 nieces and not have a shitty hard job to do every day? I can't say I blame her. But the kids were great. They were lovely. Before that, right, here's a story. Before that, I think I've told this before. Before I had the interview with them, I had an interview with this woman. And she was very well to do. And my room was in the attic. And there was a doorbell above the bed. And the kids' rooms were on the same landing as hers. And if she heard the kids crying in the night, she'd press the doorbell for the nanny to come down from the attic to see to the children. So that was one red flag. And then her little girl walked into the room and she went, oh yes, this is Rosie, or whatever the little one's name was. And she's 3 and we've just found out she's deaf. The fuck? What were you doing for 3 years that you never figured out your child was deaf? And out of disgust, I didn't want to work for them. And then afterwards I felt bad and I thought, shit, I might have been the only one there to advocate for those kids, because it was plainly fucking obvious the parents didn't give a shit. I tell you, this world's fucked up. It really is. Robin, Twyla's comment is amazing. I applaud her also. It was best comment in a long time. Deb, I applaud her as well. Thank you. Roseanne. Too much makeup, my goodness. You're in your 50s. Our skin should be glowing and natural as we age, not like Betty Davis in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Anyone remember that movie? I'm aging myself, aren't I? Lots of people talk about that movie. Sassy Doe. That movie is a classic. I watched it as a youngster on my television. That ghastly face of hers. That movie was a thriller, and that at that time. Dead rodent, or was it a bird under the platter cover? It was a bird. See, I don't want to watch it because that's my mother, and no, it just enraged me. Her filter is falling. Oh, it's failing her. You can see her jowls much more pronounced in this video. It's because she had the camera set up different. Her hair looks really bad. It does look rough. She needs to go and get a deep conditioning treatment and leave it alone for a while. Stop having it picked apart. Tina Bailey. Not sure why this channel is so negative towards Lisa, or any influencer for that matter. Why can't people be respectful and boost one another up and not nitpick and put people down? Just saying. Well, I gave her the link to watch the video. I very much doubt she bothered. Sylvia Young. I always think of the Sylvia Young school here in the UK. Didn't Adele go there? It's like Fame. Are you joking? You obviously have not watched Lisa's videos. Exactly. Oh, I guess I don't look that closely at influencers. It's not for me to judge anyone. So you're here judging me though? If I don't care to watch someone, I just don't watch them. I just don't get it. Sorry. Why do they do that? Come here saying I shouldn't be judging anyone, then judge me. CC, and we don't get why you're here commenting, just saying. Moon Fairy, why are you here then? Your choice not to watch. Bye. I happened to be scrolling through YouTube and this channel came up, curious to see what was being said about Lisa, but not knowing until I listened for a minute. It became very obvious that this seems to be a haters club. Sadly, never liked mean people, but still they're everywhere. Seems like mean girls from high school. Won't be watching this one, that's for sure. Just felt the need to speak up. They say people that put others down are hurting or bitter or unhappy with themselves and need to look inside themselves. I believe that. You'll enjoy all the negativity. Bye bye. Piggy says bye bye too. It's like they come on here shouting and bawling. You're wrong, you're this, you're that, you're the other. I gave her a video to watch. Did she watch it? No. Everyone shines. I'm mostly a silent watcher, but Jules, I just want to thank you for always making my days when I watch your videos and for making me laugh. Thank you. I stopped following Lisa for all the reasons previously mentioned on this channel. You have no idea how many times I rewind a video just to laugh because you always hit the nails with your comments. Sending you love. Thank you. Anyways, is it just me or all of her makeup looks exactly the same? She definitely didn't look like a guest model or a 90s model in my opinion. She always looks the same. It's like the Emperor's new clothes. She never makes any difference. It's weird. Ah, Carolina agreed 100%. Jules is the best. Thank you. Melanie. Lisa. Tilbury blushes have a good amount of sheen to them. Jules. Duncan videos are shite. Epic. How rude is that though, Tilbury? Who the fuck are you calling her Tilbury? I hope they don't send her any more fucking PR because she got some in the past, didn't she? Julie. And. That's all I heard. That's all I ever hear. That and won, and I won, and I wanted, and I won, and I got, and I grabbed. Sassy. She keeps on with that contortionist act because she has OCD, need to stretch her skin and fill and spackle the divots and weird creases. Thing is though, it doesn't make any difference. Will she ever learn? Carolina. Wow, she really thinks she looks like those models. So sad. She is. Beguile me. Jules, that is a very traumatic incident. I'm sorry you had to endure that. Thank you, honey. I think what my mum did to me was worse than that. And it's weird, isn't it? It's like when I had Tech Help, it was a emergency cesarean and they didn't check when I went down and the epidural had only taken on one side. So when they cut me open, I felt it. And the anaesthetist was shitting himself. He's like, oh, did you feel that? Do you want me to put you out? And I'm like, why? It's happened now. And it's like, I'd rather go through that than the daily pain I'm dealing with. It's weird, isn't it? You can put things in boxes. And that with him and the knife, it's like, it didn't really affect me, I don't think. But the way my mother treated me, yeah, that's a different kettle of fish altogether. Susan, how can you wear all of that liner, mascara and false eyelashes with contacts? I used to wear contacts, Susan, and I used to wear eyeliner, mascara, eyeshadow, the whole dog's bollocks. Never wore false lashes though, because I wear glasses. I had contacts in. Ugh. I can't put them on anyway. I mean, back in the day when I was getting ready to go out with my mates, I don't think anyone wore false lashes. I don't think it was a thing back then. So, I don't know what it'd be like with lashes, but yeah, I had contacts and wore all that and it didn't bother them. Pandas in the desert. Oh. Back home to her hair to Christmas. Oh my God, Jules, you're killing me. But she had though. She is Endora. Sorry for all the comments. Never apologise. You're entitled to comment as much as you like. And everyone back in the day on Guru Gossip used to call her Endora. Jay, her makeup does not look pretty. I agree, she needs a new microphone. I know, it's going in and out making her growl. It's weird. Deborah, how annoying can you be? Me or her? I can be much more annoying if you want. Elizabeth, what a waste of space. That food looks yucky, and the state of that stove. Could care less about Jill and her fun-filled day. Always after more money. It's 95. Is that her age? I'm sorry. Did I get it wrong again? I wouldn't live in Glenda the Bender's house for a minute. No, I don't want to see the chickens running around. And she said, oh, it's wet in there. Have you got a leak? It's all fucking open siding. The rain comes in, you dingbat. Is that Planner Lover or Planet Lover? Anywho, is she losing more weight? And she's looking really old. She'd love to lose more, but I don't think she can now. I think she's down as far as she can possibly go, unless she's stopped eating altogether or something. Then Nikki, it's obvious that she wants people to see her as model material. Why does she reference everything to models? It's because she's so desperate to be noticed. Yep. Pandas in the desert. She looks swollen. She does. There was something weird about her that day. Maybe she'd had work done. Bugsy baby, may I ask why you are doing this? Has she done something to you? I'm trying to understand. Gave her the video as well. Did they watch it? Did they come back? No. Cece, hey Jules, that's exactly how I found your account a few months ago. Someone left a comment on Lisa's account. They didn't mention you by name, but they agreed that you were exposing the truth. I'm so glad I searched and found you. Thank you, Cece. And thank you to whoever that was that gave me a shout out on her channel. She'd hate that, wouldn't she? Brooke Steaming Bronzer. I don't know what that's referring to, but... Angie, has your tablet kicked in? Ooh, lardies, I know. Elizabeth, whatever you want it to be. Jules, she's such a font of knowledge, isn't she though? I just retained information. Well, aren't you lucky? I can't retain anything anymore. Claire, does she mean QAnon? Who knows, Claire, what she was on about? Probably. Beguile me. I think so, yes. No, I think she means Al-Anon. Looking lardy anon. We all need to go to that, don't we? My name's Jules, and I'm a lardy hater. Claire, having been very involved in women's rights, I now 100% believe most conspiracy theories. Exactly. It's like I said, they keep going on about conspiracy theories. 9 times out of 10, conspiracy theories are the truth. You just need to dig a bit deeper. Or conspiracy theorists, if you're in Lardy's house. Bonnie, why is she talking about this? It's obvious that she hasn't done any research. Exactly. And what does she say to everyone else? Just Google it. Elizabeth, as a narcissist, she seriously believes she knows everything about everything, so no research needed. Lol, that's pathetic, isn't she, Bonnie? Very. Claire, sorry, just to chip in, does Laurie not believe that P rings and SA do not happen? She's so naive. I don't know what she believes. And talking of P rings and SA, I'm so fucked off today. I really am. Anyone in the UK? Hugh Edwards. Really? Newsreader had a house full of child P and got a 6-month suspended sentence. Yeah, some woman wrote a hurty post on Facebook and went to jail. Can we please, someone, can you stop the ride? I want to get off. I'm 20 minutes in. I might have to tap out. The victim blaming and ignorance are too much for me. Elizabeth, take your dogs for a walk and then you wouldn't be picking up poop. The exercise would also be good for you, for your ample proportions. And no one dares say that to her. It's so funny. Christine, I said this a while back, but I don't think it made it to your comments section, or perhaps YouTube took it down. So here I go again. Here I go again. Sorry. I swear, there's a little mini jukebox up here, and every time anybody says anything about anything, it starts a song off. Right, let's all think about this for a minute or two and see if you come up with the same conclusion I have. Her parents have never babysat her children. John nor the kids ever go with her to her Sunday visits, I think. Weird, I think. But just think about it. What husband wants to go with her when her father constantly makes comments about what he likes and doesn't? Comments that in my view are very suggestive. I can't believe any husband will put up with listening to such sexually suggestive things by a father. I think he doesn't or didn't want his children around him when they were little, and I don't blame him. Would any of your men put up with such comment? I know Jed fucking wouldn't. All about her looks. I don't think many would. And to make matters worse, her mum is obviously a willing participant. I've heard her say on several occasions that after a trip she goes to her parents' house when she comes home before going to her own house. Let's say that John is golfing. One would think that she'd be very anxious, if nothing else, to see her children. Will lives there and Brooke hangs out there all the time. On another note, this makeup artist that got lots of tips from this video had better look for another line of work. That's what I was thinking. And dangerous makeup as usual. She looks like she's wearing a Halloween mask. I'm watching her now and feeling like a fool for ever following her and ever buying things on her recommendation. I'm embarrassed by my former self. Don't be. We all learn, don't we? That's what I keep saying to people, right? You would never judge her because you would never do what she's doing. And so you can't imagine anybody else doing it. Do you know what I mean? I would never do half the things she does. So I can't believe that people deliberately do that type of thing. It's like, and the more you watch and you think, is it me? Is it me? And then eventually you see and you think, oh, hang on. Now I see the truth. Sorry, they're faffing about with a candle, right? And they've put the string in it, the wick, and they've just let it hang off the end. Oh, now he's going to do it, right? I was going to say, he needs to move that string or the wick won't be in the centre. Right, ignore me. One more thing. One of her old videos popped up on my feed 2 days ago. It was about 8 years old and she had shoulder length hair. It was burned to shit even back then. I noticed her weird looking ears, especially the lobes. I thought to myself that I'd ever noticed that before, so I went back and did a bit of research. She definitely has had plastic surgery on her ears. Really? Is that not the height of vanity? I stand by my comment to her that this looks no different than any other day. Same lip combo as always. She talks down to her subscribers like they are total idiots. What 50-plus woman does not know the basics of makeup application? She was never like that in earlier years. Beady eyes, give me a break. It's just that the rest of her face is as long as a horse's. All these new subs have definitely gone to her head. Her channel should be renamed to North Carolina Tan Mom. And why does she not know that a bright light shadow on her lid makes the eye look bigger? She says the complete opposite. Exactly, she's thick. Sorry, I've gone on for so long, but it truly is irresistible not to criticise. I'm going to hell for being so judgy, but I love it. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. Are you saying you think she had plastic surgery to make her lobes look less saggy or a facelift? I definitely see your point about the relationship with her parents and how it relates to them never watching her kids. I do keep in mind it's all in her account of events and she's a proven liar. I think her husband is quite a bit to blame for the mishaps. He doesn't seem that protective. The daughter was showing the goods online and he wasn't alarmed or giving her strong guidance like a caring father would, and he let her ignore the son, etc. For me, her having the alone time with the parents could be she keeps it about her and she's an I type person. This doesn't even pertain to her, but I've even known people that went out of their way for relatives that they were hoping to inherit from. Significant though, all the tales she tells about daddy and mama, it's also it's possible her children, older now, and yawn, don't have the desire to sit at her parents and reminisce all things Liza. Exactly. Oh, and she definitely manifested her big head when she realised that she can control subs and is now buying them. But I think the manipulation started from her earliest days. She just wasn't as overt back then. They didn't even use links. Once she realised that LTK was really worth it, something she earlier questioned, the greed really set in. None of her magic links ever swayed me because I never used them, and her suggestions have only influenced a couple of my purchases. With that being said, she was in the past somewhat relatable or entertaining. I like makeup, I like fashion, hair care. I think she had her ears done in some way to better display the jewellery she was trying to push. They definitely look different. John is more invested in how his woman folk look rather than their inner beauty. She had a mole under her right eye and she said John didn't like it, and then just like that, poof, it was gone. That was the thing under her eye when she said John did. I was wondering if John was worried it might be skin cancer, but she turned it to make it sound like he didn't like it because she had something under her eye. I mean, if something like that really bothered him, would he marry her? They are his status symbol. God knows he's not into his own appearance. I had a husband like this. He wanted me to always look good because it made him look good. It was very degrading and I got away from him. I think he's perfectly happy living the way he does and doesn't really seem to care about his son or daughter. A boob job at 18. What responsible father would go for that? Any good father would insist that they wait until 21 to better make an informed decision. Brooke acts like a 16-year-old, but I still don't feel sorry for her. She's old enough to figure out things for herself, but she doesn't bother. It's too hard for her to be independent, and I suspect Mummy will still be propping her up when she's 40. And as for Will, well, it's hard to say. What 19-year-old boy is not chomping at the bit to get his driving licence and a car? I can't think of another. I see. Very interesting about the mole as well. I don't buy completely the theory that Yawn controls how she dresses and looks because she has a lot of control over him. It could be the storyline she's created to explain her addiction, or a bit of both. Exactly. The old one, he doesn't like her red lipstick. I doubt that he'd beat her if she didn't submit. She does what she wants. That's definitely been proven. Exactly. There are definitely family secrets with those people, aren't there just? Yeah, I don't believe a word Lisa says. She twists everything. Having lived with a narc, I've seen it in... I know. It's like, yeah, she's telling us one thing and there's a whole other thing happening. Christine, one of her subscribers jumped off the title of this and said she looked good for being in her 90s. But she loved that. Elizabeth, now that's hilarious. I bet she's really mad. Well, she put it in the title. She asked for that, really, didn't she? Bonnie, yeah, she has a lot of things wrong with her, but I don't think she mentioned the right ones. No, she didn't. Lol, wonder if Bella Langer was the one that called animal control. It wasn't me and I got the blame. Wow, those crazy eyes. Laurie is definitely the one that's mental. I know. And she does that thing where she just stares at the camera and it's like, really? Are we supposed to run away? Panda. Lisa dumped her Patreon channel 8 hours ago. Moved to YouTube. Join membership. Yeah, we said it wouldn't last, didn't we? Classy lady. Sorry, couldn't finish it all. Needs to bring down the filters. She'll never do that. Deb, I'm not going to be able to stand up. 2 minutes later, volunteers to get up so she can show the chat a roll of foils. 3 minutes later, stands up while grunting and groaning. Exaggerate much, lard ass. Yeah, her and fucking Glenda should live together, shouldn't they? Elizabeth, such a drama queen. Lose the lard, exercise yourself and the poor dogs. Eat small portions of healthy homemade food. She can't cook, Elizabeth. Not that difficult for someone who claims to have been a high-flying executive. She couldn't boil an egg. Deb, yes, my friend, a round of applause for you. Ginger and Nemo. A whole 6 hours? I need something to get me through my 11-hour shifts. Hell, who am I kidding? I don't wear makeup to work. She's so out of touch with reality, isn't she? I hope you're having a day off soon. You can put your feet up. She's very oompa loompa today, very orange. If she ever wears the right colour foundation, I'll spontaneously combust. Jules, a friend's live is back. Hurry! Yeah, I saw that. The minute I saw it, I went and did it, and it was like, ah. What she probably did was she redid it. Didn't redo the video. She in a YouTube studio, put it up for members only. And then after the members have had it for so long, it goes on to normal thing. And I think that's what she did. Melanie. Jules, never say you're not a crime channel. Most of the stuff that comes out of this woman's mouth is a crime. Hannah. Hey Jules, hope all is well with you. And you, sweetie, I hope you're feeling better. Sassy, the decision is I never considered paying you, Liza. I can't believe people are... there's two at least. I went and had a look at her channel and I was looking for... that's what it was. Somebody... you know when the bell pops up when you're watching a video and someone said they'd put a bad comment on a video, go and check it out before it disappears. Well, I couldn't find it, but there was a thing that said members comments only, and you can click on it, and there's two of them so far. Well, there's two of them that have made a comment. I don't know exactly how many members she has, but I'll check back in a few days and see. Jules, awesome. Thanks for covering this deep doo-doo confessional. It will take me time to watch as I face real life. I must whistle while I work and watch for the UPS driver. She was hoping to get more members off that video and it bombed. Yep. Wah, wah, wah. Elizabeth, she doesn't have friends, so how can she give any credence to this subject? We know you are live, girl. I don't know why she bothers doing lives. Really, what is the point? Elizabeth, bless tech helps, big heart. Since gallbladder surgery, can't drink soda. Sad. Hugs to your son. Oh, that's a shame. Penelope, hope you're feeling fine, Elizabeth. See, we all care. Someone who loves to share other people's ideas and thoughts. Yeah, never her own. Deep thoughts, don't forget. Yes, Bonnie, deep, deep thoughts. Penelope, she's an empty vessel, all shined up and pretty. How true, sad but true, isn't it, Bonnie? Patty cake, surprise, surprise, in my best Gomer Pyle voice. We knew it wouldn't last. I don't know how Gomer Pyle sounds, but in my best Cilla Black voice, surprise, surprise. There you go. That's all you're getting. Bonnie, lol. We all said it though, didn't we? Anything that involved extra work. I don't know how to work the live. Why do you even need to bother to do a live on Patreon? You didn't talk to the people. Elizabeth, you haven't slept good. Poor grammar as always, because you are in bed by 7 p.m. and do nothing physically tiring like cleaning your own home or taking long walks. Bonnie, that drives me insane. Another word is tooken. I've heard so many people say that. Ugh. Don't. Listening to all these new kids on TikTok, if I ever go on there for something, I'm like, no, 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 make it stop. I am the grammar police. Deb, and I have already spoke about that. Or HEP instead of help, like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, it is. Grates on my nerves. I wonder how many of us are sat there going, nah, shouting. See, that's how this all started. I was watching a video on the telly. I think it was a Lardy video, and I was shouting at the telly. And I said to Jed, I should do this on YouTube. And he said, why don't you? CC, I have absolutely no sympathy for Lisa. That was a total rant video. She's so defensive, yet she thinks people like the sound of her hillbilly voice. Someone told her she should narrate books. She can't read. How's she going to narrate? Bonnie, I wonder if they will put the Oreo Coke in the US. I would have thought it had been there first. Oh, Angie says she's in West Virginia and it's hitting the shelves now. I saw it advertised. Oh, she's in. Christina saw it. Christine rather saw it advertised in Canada. It would be interesting to try. I'm more of a Pepsi straight up person. I drink Pepsi Max because of the diabetes, but if you like Oreos as a one-off, I wouldn't drink more than a can in a sitting. But as a one-off, it's like it's just like drink. Because I said to Tech Help when I opened it, I said, "What does it taste like?" Then he went, "Like drinking an Oreo," and it is. It's really weird. I've got another can in the fridge for when I want one because he got me two. Bless him. Sassy, Jules, I would love for you to expand your horizons and cover Jennifer Jenkins' last video. Why am I suddenly so old? Just do it. I went and looked at that video and she annoyed me. She's beautiful looking woman, sat in a massive bathroom, seems to have everything right in her life, and all she did was whinge. And it's like, I have enough of Lisa whinging without listening to someone else whinge. Oh, I had a line here. And? That sounds so interesting. Good idea. She didn't jump out at me, Elizabeth. It's a psychological deep dive. She was just annoying. Oh, don't pressure me. Did you see the one called How to Be Attractive? Don't just look attractive, be attractive. I thought it sounded kind of snarky. Was that the same woman? Because that's how I took that one. She was like just whining. Now Girly Tang wants me to do it. We'll see. I'll give her another look another day. Hang on, what's her name again? I'll put her in the watch later pile. But I started what? See, look at her. Recent purchases I'm loving from Amazon. There's nothing fucking wrong with her. Thin as thin can be. See, another one that's obsessed with their face. I just... Will you just... Hey
guys, welcome back.
Bung her on watch later and then I'll get to it at some point. If I can force myself. Elizabeth, like Jules, my parents made me very self-conscious and shy. Once I got away and made my own life with all its mistakes and triumphs, found out that yes, I was likeable, but of course not by everyone, and that's okay. Yep. Deb, we love you. See? Penelope, I always love it when you share your comments, Elizabeth. I think you found your people. I think she has too, Penelope. I love how we all hug each other here. It's great. Jules, with all respect, cheerleader. Like, seriously, with those skeletal limbs and claws. But she was, you know what I mean? The blonde Oh, shut up, because I know nothing about cheerleading. She just looked like a cheerleader to me. Yeah, yeah. I can't imagine she has a great deal of coordination. Have you seen the video where she dances, Melanie? It's like, yeah, maybe not. Cynthia, 2nd grade, Charlie's Angels. Okay. Therapy needed to start for this narc really early. Oh my God. Where were her parents? Oh wait. Her dad really loved her lunchbox. When she said I was so-and-so, I'm like, who was that? Was that the 2nd run of Charlie's Angels? Because I remember the first one with Farrah Fawcett Majors and that. I didn't remember the name when she said she was Chris. I think she said. I didn't know who that was. Cynthia, Jules, she is or has someone watching your channel. She always brings up topics you mentioned. Well, I hope she sees the one about 9/11 and it makes her think. Claire, that's my thinking too. She's using this pretense of videos about friendship to address some of the criticism she gets. And it's all right criticism though. Girly Tang, I agree. Someone is informing her unless she's watching herself. I think she's watching herself. She's another lardy. Oh, somebody tells me. No, you go there and read the Gossip Bakery and watch the videos. Just say it like it is. Elizabeth, I'd say watching herself. Yeah. Wigging out, totally agree, and this video is sympathy seeking and an attempt to do damage control. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me, I'll just go and eat worms. Mamacita, hi there Jules, hi! In my opinion, this is the oh woe is me Melissa on this video. She is bemoaning her early life in an effort to drum up sympathy and guilt. Yep. Penny Pierce, that filter is working overtime. So she can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy. Claire, this whole thing is just a massive, passive-aggressive moan fest. Try saying that fucking 3 times quickly. You did that deliberately, didn't you, Claire? Peg, she watches another person's video and then copies it. Yes, we know, Lisa. Same with your clothes and everything else. You are correct, Lisa. People don't like your behaviours. All she can ever talk about is herself. It's so weird. Yeah, Narc 101, that's all they ever talk about is themselves. And they'll start off talking about something else and then it comes round to them again. It's weird. How is she? I'm sorry, she's just made a really pretty lilac-y blue candle and now she's stamping black paint onto it. Is that so when it burns the black will... Oh, ignore me. I need to tape it and go back and watch it after, don't I? Claire, I don't remember her talking about this Vox when I watched the video a few weeks ago. It's a new thing she's been going on about. I don't know what it basically, it's like why they can't all text themselves or use WhatsApp like everybody else does. Not me, I don't do any of that. Wonder if she linked it. Well said, Melanie. Maria, I was just going to post a comment that she changed the being of the video, beginning maybe, with more. Let's say words that soothe her. Not sure I used the correct word. Anyway, I do believe she made changes to this video. I haven't been on lately. I had 3 deaths in my family in less than 2 months. Oh, Maria. A car killed my puppy. 3.5 years old. And then my aunt died from an aneurysm. We buried her on a Friday and my 24-year-old nephew died in a motorcycle accident that following Monday. Jesus! Sending you all my love and well wishes, Maria. You take time for yourself because death is a thing. It takes a long time to come to terms with. And 3, one after the other. You're right, Lisa wouldn't know what had hit her. Lisa would not survive real life. Especially with her stupid hair, it makes me sick. I went through breast cancer 6 years ago and my hair never grew again, so I have to wear wigs. I just pray for self-centered people who think life is all rainbows and lollipops. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but it makes me so upset. Jules, you made me smile. Oh, I'm glad I could do that. I play your videos when I'm really sad. Did I mention I also have panic attacks and anxiety? I love this group in this community. Have a blessed day, y'all. Oh, honey, can we give Maria a group hug? The only thing I can say is that your aunt and your nephew are up there looking after each other, playing with the puppy. And they'll all be there when you meet them one day. Not too soon, obviously. Cynthia, she could cook all those things, but could she wipe her own? Probably not. Lisa, you need help so badly. I hope somebody around you tells you and you listen. That's the thing. I'd love to sit down with her and have a proper conversation. But she wouldn't listen. Because she doesn't think she does anything wrong. Melanie, she has zero accountability. She thinks she should be helping other people and can't see that that's her that needs the help. She needs a head read, definitely. Elizabeth, your deep set brain. Deep set. Bonnie, oh, I can tell this is going to be deep. About as deep as a puddle, Bonnie. Rake's Funny Farm. Those Oreos just hit our stores. Was it you? I called you Angie or something else down here and it wasn't Angie. Sorry. Have you tried one? What do you think? Bonnie, I don't understand if she worked a back shift why she couldn't do anything before. I enjoyed swings, but my true love was graveyard. I could get so much done. I loved graveyard shifts. I love night shifts in pubs and clubs. I've never been a morning person at all, and it used to kill me because my uncle had a club and I worked there, and I used to do Saturday nights, and we didn't get home till 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, and we had to be back in Sunday morning at 10. And she's going on about her feet hurt. Man alive. My feet on a Sunday morning, trying to get them back in shoes again when I'd only had like 3 hours kip. No, but yeah, I love a graveyard shift. And that just proves a fact, doesn't it? She couldn't do anything before it or after it. She could only do like a 4-hour shift. And that'd be that. She doesn't know hard work. Penny, narcs are deeply insecure. They don't usually expose their faults. No, but we can see them a mile away. Melanie, wasn't user-friendly. Translate to nobody signed up and it was too much effort for nothing. Exactly, says Amanda. Ashley, she can't handle Patreon content, but she's got big plans. Then there's no way she's going to handle her own makeup line. I think we should have a thing. Should I do it on community post? Does anybody even bother with the community post? We should have a guess what the line's going to be called competition. Bonnie, okay, Jules, spill the tea. 49.51. What is that eyeshadow palette? The colours are gorgeous. Where is you gone? Oh, that one. It's Cosmic Brushes. It's their newest. The Underground, or what's it called? Undergrowth. There you go. See if there's a nearer up one. That's the swatches. There's a couple of duochromes and multichromes in there, and she does some amazing palettes, Faye. If anybody decides to go on Cosmic Brushes, I'll show you their other palettes. Free international shipping over $100. So if you bought all of her eyeshadow palettes, but a lot of them are sold out, you have to wait for them to come in because they're really popular. But They're £28 for a 20 pan palette. So she did the cool trolls and the neutrals, like the browns, and then she did a gothic palette. Look at that. These will all come back in at some point. She's on Instagram if you want to keep an eye on her. But if you decide to buy anything, use code MISSA, MISSA. That's a girl on YouTube that I follow, and she's so sweet, and she's just had a new baby. So all the pennies would come in very handy for her, and that'll get you, I think it's 10% off. But I'll give you the link, Bonnie, if you want to go and have a mooch. Melanie, I've been so disappointed in people's I've been so disappointed in people translates to nobody likes me enough to stick around. And like, she's hinting so badly, isn't she? That happened to me recently. So people are like trying to put two and two together and find out who recently she was with that might have upset her. Elizabeth, Janice, your beauty is beyond compare. I can't bear to be without you in my life. Please, please come back to us, or I will need more therapy. Deb, this is more than we can handle. Maybe we should consult a life coach to help us through this transition period. You lot are funny. Elizabeth, Lisa, use your masculine energy to do your own work. Why does John have to sort everything out for you? I know. Just want to slap her, don't you? And people are jealous because I'm in my feminine energy and John likes to help me. No, that doesn't bother us. What bothers us is you're giving women a bad fucking name. Elizabeth, let's see what Lisa says before we make any major life decisions. She's a life coach. She's vibey. And most of all is an aspiring model off duty. What more do we want? Christine, don't forget about her feminine energy. I don't think anyone knows quite what he's talking about with that bull crap. He's or she's. Baddie One Shoe, at least she doesn't fangirl HRH. Yeah, there is that. And no, see, she won't fangirl HRH because doesn't HRH swear? And she tries to make out she doesn't. And we all know she does. Elizabeth, God speaks to her in tongues and she passes the knowledge on to us minions. You certainly helped that poor woman in Target and judged the lady in the elevator for her broken and chipped toenails. So Christian and charitable. Sassy though, this says it all. How is she blind to it? Shopping addictions are very destructive. Ever thought about that, loser D1? My cleaning girls have never turned up. Yeah, no, mine either. I think yours and mine are off partying somewhere. We'll have to track them down at some point. Sassy, I got hit up by a neighbour wanting to clean our house and had to say no thank you. I did a short stint as a house cleaner while young. Just 2 white girls and a mop. Our own business, lol. I had a relative that employed them for the long haul. She keeps failing to manifest deep thoughts. See, that's the thing. I'd be embarrassed to let a cleaner in my house. And doesn't everyone run about and clean before the cleaner comes? So what's the point of the cleaner? I would, hands down, employ somebody to clean the fucking oven. That's a job I hate doing. But, that being said, Jed doesn't mind it. How weird is that? Now it's his job. There's loads of things he hates doing that are really easy. And then he likes doing that. I don't get that. How does he like cleaning an oven? Weird. Melanie, Jules, I feel that most narcs or kids with personality disorders are like that when they are young. Yeah, they're born that way, sadly. She was probably a needy friend or overbearing or selfish, self-centered, and the other kids weren't interested in her after a while. Normal people don't want to be friends with emotional vampires. And kids are the best at saying, I don't like you, I don't want to play with you, you're weird. Whereas when we get older, we're trying to be polite and nice. Kids, they're polite and nice is out the window. They're like, you smell. I'm not playing with you. Elizabeth, the girls in the mall are looking forward to getting a hefty commission from you, not your company, girl. What receipts? What receipts? There used to be a woman, she died. She was a... What was she? Very posh. And she did cooking shows on the television. And she always called it a receipt. She never said receipt. Recipes. Anyway, what recipes? You never cook. I don't think she could follow a recipe even. It's quite sad really when you look at her. Melanie, am I hearing? All I'm hearing is projecting. And let's not forget she's emotionally immature, which is why she takes things so personally. She's a narc. They automatically think everyone is out to get them, when in reality nobody really cares. This is not about adult friendships. It's another me video. Rosa Leah, I agree. I'm so sick of Lisa D1. And Girly Tang says you hit the target. Bonnie, so she's cancelling her Patreon. Interesting. Dollars. Oh no. Yeah, she's swapping from Patreon to YouTube join button. And you know, I said the other day, I got another bloody email from YouTube. Join button boot camp. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to. How many more times? I'm not interested in having a join button. Frig off, YouTube. Elizabeth, I own my Irish pub, Murphy's, here in Amman, Jordan. And I don't drink alcohol, but no one ever asks me why. I sit with friends and enjoy sparkling water. I had a friend, that's all she drank was sparkling water. She was going on about how cheap men were getting. And she said they think it's one bottle of Ballygowan and back to bed. I miss you. You were so much fun. So do you actually own a pub? Or is this another... I don't know when you're being serious, Elizabeth. If you do, I'm coming over. Bonnie, how cool is that to own a pub? Nothing wrong with sparkling water. I drink it myself. Yeah, you don't have to drink alcohol to own a pub or work in it. Very impressive, Elizabeth, Sassy Doe says. I'm an occasional social drinker and I go long bouts in between. Would be great if we could transport to your pub. I love corned beef. There is an overpriced Irish pub restaurant down the road, a ways from us. Deb, wow, a friend in my community owns a tavern. One, it is a hell of a lot of work. She's always juggling many things at once. And two, she's never been a drinker either, so kudos to you. Have you ever seen the series Derry Girls? One of my all-time favourites. Do you know, I couldn't get into that. I saw that and I started to watch it, and I didn't like those that were putting on an accent. I might have to give it another go because everyone raved about it. Baddie One Shoe, seems like a lively job. Patty Cakes in Texas. What a fun fact to know about you, Elizabeth. An Irish pub in Jordan sounds fun. Thank you for sharing. That's it. When I go to Jordan, I'm coming to Elizabeth's pub. And if I wasn't so old and ill, I'd apply for a job as a barmaid. A barmaid? Yeah, a barmaid. Al McKenney, no one can make you feel any certain way. They shouldn't have that power. If she was truly confident, no one would make her feel bad. Exactly. M479. If she really feel confident, she will be able to get up, take a shower, put her hair up, go to the grocery store, to Walmart, to the mall, without having to spend 2 hours trying to cover your face with a makeup mask. She knows how she really looks like, and she doesn't like it. She knows the only way she gets compliments is when she's all made up, and she's so addicted to attention and compliments. How one of the most insecure women online is pretending to be a life coach and charging dollars. It's crazy. Very well said. She's got no self-confidence. She's not lived a life, and she wants to be a life coach. Huh? Elizabeth, is she taking an online course on how to be a certified pastor? Sassy, she knows the power of cults. Her church days ended when showing her bits off became her main objective. Satan was sleeping in. Oh gosh, don't give her any ideas, Deb says. Oh no, that's too funny, I'm sorry. Colour me stupid. My dear, you are anything but stupid. Your reply was perfectly appropriate. I love you all. Bonnie, a work person. Is she talking about a sales associate or a cleaning ladies? Who knows? You know, them plebs that are under her, that she talks to them, only she has to. Kelly, I love how you always recognise the kind gestures of both of your children and make it a point to share their thoughtfulness. I do that with my children as well. Love them to pieces. I have a boy and a girl as well. Aww. Give them a hug from me. Deb, a good friend is a great listener. I can't imagine she has the ability to really listen to anyone. She cuts Brooke off all the time. She does that to everybody. She even says she does it. She knows she does it and she still does it. Christine, she does listen when they respond to, what do you think of me? Have I changed since YouTube? As long as it's about her, she listens. Sad but true. Melanie, can you imagine paying for a coaching session with her? It would be about you. It would be about what she does or did. She wouldn't ask one question or give one relevant answer. You only have to go and look at her Cameo feed. She was shite at that. Deb, right, she can always bring a conversation back to her one way or another. No one would pay for that. Her Patreon account is a perfect example. Pandas in the desert. Oh my God, Jules, you crack me up. Should we have a moment of silence? I agree with you that it's either she didn't want to take the time to sort it out and just gave up, or it could mean that very few signed up and she felt it wasn't going to be making the money she was delusionally thinking she'd be getting. It's one of the two or both, Panda. Ashley, Kendall Blizzard, her former in-law, related to John Blizzard. Ooh. Was she on her Patreon? I wonder. Ashley, very disappointed we didn't hear taps playing and flags at half-mast. Panda. Also, I can't call you Panda because I call Panda Panda, so I have to call you Pandas. Also, she's been very quiet lately, both on YouTube and Instagram. I know she had an event in New York for Fashion Week, but the Like to Know It conference doesn't start until the 15th. She conveniently announced in her last video before leaving for New York that she had 2 trips coming up and that she wouldn't be making any videos during that time. Wonder if she's having some work or procedure done. Who knows? We'll know when she comes back because it'll be plainly obvious. Melanie, turning this off, I'm starting to feel second-hand embarrassment. Her extreme or unreasonable beliefs and thoughts are bordering on paranoia. This has gone from laughable to freaking weird, not attractive. Quick reply to myself. Maybe instead of making a video about all of the alleged crippling hate, she should make a video about how grateful she is for her thousands of subscribers that have allowed her to have the life she now has. Narcs. Shake my head. She buys subscribers. I'm sure she has, bae. The last lot, because she got far too many all at once. Cynthia, hey Lisa, if you can ever follow an easy trick, it will help you not sound as dumb as you are. Here it is. Her and her husband went to the pool is incorrect. Just break it up and say she went to the pool. So you would say she and her husband went to the pool. One does not say her went to the pool, so don't say her and her husband did. I know she won't see this, but then again, if she improves her grammar, then we know Jules has a fan in Lisa. Peg, she wanted so much to be an English teacher. I know, I can't believe she actually said that out loud as well. Really? Peg, pipe dream. She just wanted the red pen and be ticking things and wearing cute outfits and all the things she thought teachers were back then. She didn't see the actual workload that would be involved or anything like that. No. Why did that? Oh, has it done it twice? Bonnie, I absolutely agree with you in part 1. Questioned myself thinking maybe she's just insecure and kind of felt sorry for her. After listening about halfway into the video, nope, she's tooting her own horn. This is just my personal opinion. I have friends from grade school. Most are great, but there's a couple that leave a little to be desired. I accept them for who they are and ignore the comments that I don't believe. Most people can carry on a conversation and say absolutely nothing, which always works well in a situation. What is this talk about God wanting her to help these people? As my hubby would say, she speaks a lot of brouhaha. I think that was from the movie Young Frankenstein. She talks shite, doesn't she? Christine, to have a friend is a gift. Every friend does not fill every hole, every need. Give everything that fills your needs all the time. It sounds like she's thrown away all friends who don't bow to her. Not all friends are 4 a.m. friends, but unless you are, get out of my life. This is Lisa's mantra. So sad, but I still don't feel sorry for her. My eyes have now officially crossed because of the dozens of epic eye rolls I've done. Bonnie, oh, I agree with you. I've always felt that if you can count on one hand how many good friends you have on, even at 4, then you're blessed. But you can never have too many friends to enjoy, whether it's talking on the phone or sitting and drinking a cup of coffee together. She's missing out on so much living in her small world, isn't she? Sassy, great insight. She has trouble focusing on others. It's all about her and what she can get from them. It's never about what she can do for them, isn't it? It's always what they can do for her. Susan, Lisa seems so sad. Not the Lisa I remember liking years ago. Lisa is playing the victim. Exhausting. FYI, Lisa. She and I. Carolina, the more I'm into this video, the more I understand her shopaholicism. Oh, whatever, I'm tired. And the void she's trying to fill. That little girl was told from the beginning, kids don't want to play with you because you're pretty and they're jealous since day one. Exactly. And so she spent her whole life saying anyone who doesn't like me is jealous. Cynthia, yep, she's certifiable. Watch your belly button much, Lisa. Deb, Lisa is going to launch a makeup line. It's the last thing this world needs. Another line of makeup or skincare, I know. Sassy, I like what I like and or discover, and it won't be hers. Bad juju, can't support it. I wonder how many sales she'll get. There might be the initial intrigue, but I don't think it'll be something that people will repurchase somehow. Deb, who does the grocery shopping now? John. Moon Fairy, 2 minutes in and I'm yawning. She's so creepy. Not one single idea or thought of her own. She's totally empty. Yep. James, I am dead. She's doing a video on Celeste pizzas. That is the armpit of American pizza. I loved it in grammar school. It's so not that great. It's like eating ramen noodles, isn't it? Ramen noodles, though, they're a guilty pleasure, aren't they? Not that I've had any. Christine, Holy Mary, Mother of God. I'm so thrilled that I now know how to take notes. It's been baffling me for years, and I never ever thought of buying a notebook for them. Just more regurgitating of someone else's video. Me either. What's a notebook? Exactly, Helen. Rosalia, Lisa is not only crazy, but she has zero self-esteem, so overly sensitive, and how dare she assume she's the healthiest person at the table where she's dining out. I can promise you she is not. Carnivore and Diet Coke are the only intake of food you have, day after day. No way is this the way you live a healthy life. Hope you're doing well, sweet Jules. Thank you very much, Rosalie. I hope you're having a good day too. Christine, open discussion equals monologue. I know, there's never an open discussion. She just ignores the people in the live. Beguile can I just say we called it? We surely did. Bye, Janice. Tandy Styles, you're in the zone all right. Off her trolley. Christine, hasn't she figured out that these friends in different stores are being nice because of sales quotas and commissions? I don't think she has figured that out yet. It's quite sad. Deb, I know she keeps saying she's in New York for Fashion Week, but in my opinion it just happened to coincide with the lipstick meeting that she announced the day she was trying out the texture of one that they offer. Think it was the haul she did with her daughter Brooke, who's 24. Yeah. She said, like I said, she wasn't sitting on the front row with Victoria Beckham and Mrs. Wintour, was she? Christine, has she ever thought about ordering the dinner as is and then just eat what's appropriate for her diet? Exactly. That's what I keep saying. No, of course not. That would be too normal. Then, Lisa dear, you wouldn't be judged. Not having dessert is not inviting a negative comment. Many people don't eat dessert. You don't have to talk about your carnivore diet every time you sit at a table with someone. I'm not very hungry this evening. It's a pretty normal comment, but you're too dense to do that. Exactly. She's so socially awkward and uncultured. So true. Rosalia, oh my God, if she receives so many negative comments, just maybe it's true and you. Exactly. She has no respect or concern for her fans, and this shows it, but they are fools to follow her back over to YouTube and pay. The world is as nuts as fuck, isn't it though? Whee! Disregard my messages, lol. Why? Oh, about doing the video. Right, got you. Bay. Oh my God, she fusses over the most simple-minded stuff. She's so proud of her accomplishments, like going to the pool. She washed her hair and got ready to go out. Woohoo! What a hard day. But Lisa done one, sucked it up and got through it. I know, it makes you want to slap her, doesn't it? Penelope. This was so funny. I keep reading it and now I can't stop the giggles. Thanks, Bay. This group is hilarious. Good thing there's that warning about eating and drinking while watching Jules. It's not safe while reading comments either. It certainly isn't. I'm going to have to do one at the start of the comments videos now, aren't I? MM at 3:38. Brace yourselves. It's going to be funny. I'm dying. Oops, have I pressed the wrong button? There we go. We'll see. Yeah.
So the funny thing is, I
brace yourself, it's going to be funny.
Made some notes weeks.
It's a thing that never is it? Ever. James, I'm addressing Moon Fairy. Philosophy is not owned by the Estee Lauder. God, what is wrong with me today? Companies. And you are also making a claim about animal testing that is absolutely false. Certain countries prohibit sales of beauty products if certain standards are not met. The creation of the products and lab testing is never done with animals, so I'm not sure where you're getting that claim from. Estee Lauder don't do it, but they sell to countries that do. That's what we were saying. I no longer work with the company, but I know enough to know that what you're saying flat out is absolutely false. If I worked for Philosophy, I would be pretty pissed off at you right now for making a false claim. Maybe she just thought Philosophy was under Estee Lauder. They own fucking everything else. But Estee Lauder do sell to countries that test on animals, so it's a bit of a grey area, James. Peg, 1929. What happened?
Okay.
And they won't want to dine with you.
Mel said this.
I don't know what that was about, but... Sassy, Jules, I'm about 40 minutes in and you are delightful with your reactions. Am I? Would the real Lisa please stand up? I found her relatable here in ways, pretty vulnerable, but what kind of friend is she? Not even knowing if her mate has been to a concert. I can't even imagine not knowing that. She cares more about her own interests and is very surface. There are people who get burned genuinely wanting to build real friendships. When she went with that Ariel friend shopping, she said that it was good they would keep their distance. Yeah, and she purchased some things with a manic smug attitude and never showed them again. I enjoy shopping by myself as well, but she's socially stunted and doesn't really care about others. She's deeply insecure and a narcissist. She loves the shock value of her confidence. That's the thing, why would you arrange to go on a shopping trip with somebody and then say, oh, shall we just do the shop separately and meet up at the end? Well, you could have done that and not bothered. I don't believe for one damn second she has many, if any, people commenting on her Diet Coke in real life. I know, she keeps saying, oh, everyone says this and says that. Yeah, because you make it a big deal. Oh, I'm having my Diet Coke. Really? We don't care. Wait, yay, Jules, I cannot wait for your commentary. Thank you, Girly Tang. Hope you enjoyed it. Deb, ironically, this video came out shortly after she did the Trends collab with Marnie and the Two Mums and Moscato. Not sure if that's right. Wonder if that was the catapult for this video. That's what I'm wondering. But then she put up on her Instagram, didn't she? Her and Marnie back together again, and it feels so good. So who knows? I wonder if it was the two women, but we'll just have to watch, won't we, and see who she doesn't talk about anymore. Lisa has absolutely no sense of humour. Not once after she says this is funny, then tells a story. Have I found it funny? Snap. Baddie One Shoe. Two more than me too, Jules. Is that friend? We don't need them. Susan. Oh, how will I go on with my life when there's no more Janet Watch? I know, I felt quite sad doing that video. Only in Lisa's world would women's friendships be complicated. The day she has an original idea is the day that I'll put salt on my shoe and eat them, and I'll come and join you. Baddie One Shoe. God approves her Bridget Bardot print. So sad because she misses ice cream. She has no real life. I know, how can you go through life without ice cream? Really? Sod that. Helen. Why does she do these lives? Nobody gets a chance to interact with her. I know. Is she 12? I'm not sure. Ask Elizabeth. A life coach who does not have a life. I know. Weirdo. Deborah. People like to make fun of her lips. Do they? I think it's just because she's always drawing attention to them. Hannah, please, Jules, do her latest video vlog. New York, it's terrible. Wasn't it? I moved to a tiny village 3 years ago, joined several groups and attended the local church. I'm 63 and never made better, more lovely friends in my life. They're caring and just the best. See, if you're nice and you put yourself out there, you'll meet other nice people. It's simple. But Lisa isn't nice. Helen. Why is she online if it makes her feet this way? Oh wait, I know. Money. Oh, if it makes her feel this way. I'm still stuck on her New York one and her poorly feet. Exactly, it's all about the money. Piggy. Ding, ding, ding. Ms. Anzu. God forbid Lisa should actually have to go to a day job with demanding schedules, etc. Jeez, I know. She wouldn't know work if it jumped up and bit her ass. Sue. Going to the pool was such an accomplishment, and I think I've found a clip and I'm going to put it in here, Sue, so you know what I keep babbling on about every time I read one of your comments.
She's going to knock 'em bandy, Albert.
Yeah, okay. And, buongiorno. That's right. See what I mean, Rodney? You know, a little bit of French. A little bit of French always knocks some bandy. Yeah.
I've just put the fan on. Ooh, I sound like I've been gravelling with coal. So if it's If you can hear it, I'm sorry. Do you understand now? Every time I see your name, Sue, all I see is Del Boy in my head. But I know, going to the pool was an accomplishment, really. CC, I really don't think Lisa receives many negative comments on her videos or Instagram, the few she deletes. But I do believe she reads the comments sorry, here and on the bakery website. She's so insecure and is obsessed with people liking her. Exactly. Sassy, they are on fire over at the Cupcake Factory. It was really getting boring before, but Pink Barbie made the best point ever about these foolencers. Bravo. Sassy, she's blocked a lot of us off her channel. I got blocked for defending her son's right to breathe fresh air. 479. Nothing she says or the outfit she wears comes from her own thoughts or her own ideas. Everything she does or talks about is coming from other people's videos, ideas, and she just uses it as her own pointers. She doesn't have any pictures with her family or close friends, birthday parties, Christmas. It's so weird to me. The fact that a 55 or whatever age she is doesn't have any childhood best friends or at least one close family cousin around says a lot about her and how she is as a person. Her personality is about designer brands, shoes, sunglasses, cars and makeup. It's like she's a teenager all over again. Can you imagine having a friend like her? What possible subject can you talk about? After 50, most adults are focusing in enjoying life in a deeper level, travelling, spending quality time with their loved ones, being happy and preparing for the next chapter of life. Her priorities are totally wrong. It's like she thinks being stick skinny, having surgeries and dressing like a teenager on Instagram will bring her time back, but sadly it's not how it works. I really wonder what will happen when she is a grandma. Shit'll hit the fan then. Wigging out. It's not the Q, it's QAnon. And he or she is a person that knows deep state insider information. Some people think Q is JFK Jr. Ooh. As far as her take on the world, she's clueless. She doesn't know who George Soros is. Like I said, clueless, and she pretends to be so worldly. She makes up whatever illness she can easily lie about so that she gets disability. I'm telling you, she called animal control on herself. That's why she filmed it. And she was ready for the guy when he showed up and not even a little bit nervous. Clean pads on the floor, fresh water, etc. Staged bullshit. I have to disagree with you there, Wigging Out. I don't think... What did you say? Not even a little bit nervous. She was shitting herself. I think she was genuinely terrified that they'd take the puppy. She wasn't asked about the others, but she thought they'd take Doofus away. I'm going to have to call this quits because I sound terrible and no one's going to want to listen to this voice. So if you got to the end of me, thank you very much. And I will try and get the rest of them done as soon as I can.